And I was gonna do this video yesterday because I seen it, but I wanted to make sure that it was gonna be official. Because Bill Simmons had talked about this on The Ringer, that he had got word from one of his inside buddies that NBC had secured the contract to take away NBA from TNT. And a lot of people don't know what this means, but basically means that the inside the NBA on TNT, as you know it, with Kenny, Shaq, Charles, Ernie, that's more than likely over. Ernie will stay along with TNT because he works with Turner Sports. He's been there for like 40 years. He covers more than just basketball. But Charles, Kenny, and Shaq, more than likely, they're gone. So that's pretty bad because this has been the marquee sports analytics, halftime show for the last 20 years. I mean, I don't know any other halftime shows that used to have the same guys. Like ESPN has one, but they shuffle people in and out. It could be Stephen A. It could be Michael Wilborn. It could be this girl, that girl. This has been consistent, and people have grown up on this, and now it's all over. So they're saying that with TNT losing the battle, the crew of the famous Shaq Ernie, they're to be out of the TV screens by the 25-26 season. So they lost this deal. It doesn't mean that they're going to be off TV immediately. Like I say, they'll play out the rest of the playoffs. They'll even do next year. But in the near future, you're going to have NBA back on NBC. For kids who don't remember that, back in the day, NBC used to host the games. You had that theme song. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, well, it's going back to that now. It's going to be called Basketball Night in America. And they don't know. They still got this is still new. They haven't put anything on wax as far as what their lineup would be. Because like I say, it's going to be a while from now. It's not going to happen in full effect today or next season. But Charles Barkley will be a free agent. They're saying that the NFL might get Netflix also. It's a lot of things that's moving around that's about to change. But yeah, no more Shaq and Kenny and them after this. And as much as you complain, Shaq's too sensitive, or they play too much, or they don't talk about enough basketball. They just joke around. They don't watch the games. It's entertainment. And that's why people watch, because they just want to be entertained. You know what I mean? It's not about X's and O's with these guys. It was always about the comedy. Always. And then Charles can't catch a break. Charles had just got his show canceled with Gayle King. I think it was King Charles. It was on CNN. That got pulled. They claimed that it was only it was a 6-month show, and they was making all these excuses. They thought Charles could get some of that NBA audience to sway over to CNN and help watch the show and bring it, but it didn't work. But yeah, this is what the NBA is doing. I don't know how good this is going to be for the NBA. They'll probably have a deal with Peacock, NBC, but yeah, this is an era coming to an end. You won't be seeing this too much longer. So like I say, just enjoy it while you still can, the remainder of the playoffs and for next year. But you will not be having the inside the NBA that you were used to seeing these last few years. It is definitely going to change. And they don't know who's going to be on NBC. Probably be, they could probably try to bring Shaq and Kenny and Charles to NBC, but you wouldn't have Ernie, and even Barkley said it himself. It ain't the same without Ernie. I can't speak for nobody else. So you'll have them, and they'll probably just put somebody else in that place. They'll probably just get another white guy, like probably get Bill Simmons or somebody from NBC, and they'll plug and play like they always do. You know what I mean? Because the game will move on. I mean, it's basketball, but you couldn't expect that to go on forever. At some point it was going to come to an end. But yeah, that's what it's looking like.